All right, let's dive right in. The whole idea of leadership, it's really changing. It's not about top-down orders or just checking boxes on a project anymore. Today, we're talking about a blueprint for a totally different kind of success, one where we build teams that don't just work, but actually thrive.
So, let's start with a really important question for you to think about. When you look at your day-to-day, are you just getting caught up in managing tasks, overseeing processes, or are you truly leading people? That distinction right there is at the heart of everything we're going to talk about.
Look, the old way of doing things, where the only thing that mattered was output, it just doesn't cut it anymore. In today's world, which demands innovation and, let's face it, a lot of resilience, leadership has to be more human. It's all about understanding what really motivates your team and having the skill to not just guide them, but to truly inspire them. And that's where this idea comes in, the people-first approach. Now, this isn't just some new corporate buzzword. It's a fundamental shift. It's about moving from being a task manager to becoming a genuine source of human inspiration.
I love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head. You can have the best strategy in the world, the most efficient systems, but at the end of the day, quote, it is people who bring energy, creativity, and commitment to life. People are the real engine of any organization, period.
So, what is people leadership exactly?
Well, at its core, it's about being able to create an environment where every single person feels valued, they feel motivated, and they feel empowered to bring their A game. It's less about being the boss and way more about creating real influence.
And the impact of doing this, it's massive. It's like a domino effect. It shapes a positive culture, which then strengthens how your team works together. And that builds a much more resilient organization. And when all of that's in place, you'll find that productivity isn't something you have to force. It just happens, naturally.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now for the fun part, the how. Let's get practical and walk through a blueprint, a real 2-day journey that's designed to make this whole transformation happen.
Day one is all about building that solid foundation. We start by mastering the art of putting together teams that actually, work well together. From there, we dive into the natural stages every team goes through. It's a predictable process. Then you'll learn how to manage and really leverage the incredible power of a diverse team. And finally, how to get ahead of those common challenges that can derail everything. All right, on to day 2. This is where we elevate everything. We're going to draw a crystal clear line connecting employee happiness directly to productivity. You'll learn super practical ways to create that happy workplace, develop strategies for handling conflict in a way that's humane and effective, and learn how to implement continuous feedback that actually helps people grow. And you might be wondering, is this for me? Absolutely. Whether you're a CEO, a senior manager, a brand new team leader, or honestly, anyone who just wants to become a better leader, these skills are for you. It's about a mindset, not a job title. Now, let's talk about the thing that's on everyone's mind, the bottom line. Let's really dig into this powerful connection between having a happy team and having a high-performing team. So, can mastering these people leadership skills actually lead to better productivity? The answer is a huge, resounding yes, but maybe not in the way you think. It's not about cracking the whip, it's about unlocking the potential that's already there. Think about it like this. On one side, you have things like salary or bonuses. Now, those are important for sure, but that boost of motivation is temporary. On the other side, you have what's called intrinsic motivation, the kind that comes from inside. It's sparked by feeling valued and being part of a happy workplace. That's the powerful stuff. That's the sustainable driver of real productivity. And when you look at the numbers, wow, it's not even close. A disengaged team might give you just enough to get by. But an engaged, happy team, one that's intrinsically motivated, they don't just perform a little better. Their performance can go through the roof. You're unlocking their true potential. So here's the big takeaway. You don't force productivity through control and micromanagement. You cultivate it. You create the right environment for people to be engaged and motivated, and high performance just follows. It's like building a garden. You create the right conditions, and the growth happens on its own. Which brings us to a final thought, a personal one. In this new world of work, it's not enough to just manage. The real goal here is to create positive influence and to leave a lasting, meaningful impact on the people you lead. Following a blueprint like this gives you a powerful new toolkit. We're talking about knowing exactly how to build teams that truly work together, how to create a positive and supportive culture,
how to handle conflicts with grace, and how to tap into that deep motivation that inspires people to do their absolute best work. At the end of the day, this whole program is built to help you create that positive influence and lasting impact. The path is right there. So the only question left to ask is, what kind of leader will you choose to be?